and welcome to the show with everything you could ever want to make and do right at your fingertips. I'm Tim.
And I'm Naomi. And here's what's coming up on today's show.
We transform some boring old CD cases into groovy picture frames.
Discover if Tim's got what it takes to beat the clock in today's 1 Minute Make.
And we reveal how you can lose your marbles with today's fun fingertips game.
And for details of lots of great fingertips makes, you can check out our website, address at the end of the show.
But first, fingertips pop out gifts. They look lovely, they're really fun to make, but they have a horrible surprise lurking inside. Everyone always says how nice it is to take the time to lovingly make someone a homemade present.
Ah, and everyone always says how lovely it is to receive a beautiful, perfectly wrapped homemade gift.
Until that is.
You open it.
Now that's what I call a pretty present.
Yeah, pretty.
Disgusting. And we give this lovely gift a fingertips difficulty rating of 3. So make one, if you dare.
First, you need a box with a lid. You can use any type. A tea box like this one is good. Now, the idea is to make the outside of the box look nice and the inside of the box look nasty. And you can make the outside look absolutely delightful using wrapping paper. You can either cut pieces out and stick them on, or you can wrap the outside and the lid just like you would a present. And how about adding a bow on the top like we've done to this one? And then to make the inside look nasty, start by painting it black.
Now it's time for the messy bit, so it's a really good idea to work on top of a sheet of newspaper or alternatively an old carrier bag like I am. To make the blood and gore to go inside your box, you're going to need some bits and pieces like this. I've got some tissue paper, some string and even some old bits of cotton wool. Now you need to mix together some PVA glue and some red paint, about half and half, and you'll end up with this horrible mixture that looks like thick red blood. Now take some of your bits and pieces, drop them into the paint mixture and simply give it a stir to cover them in the gory blood. Now, get them on the end of your paintbrush and simply flick them into the bottom of the box, like so. And you want to get the entire bottom of the box covered and even some splatters up the back as well, like this.
When you've done enough and you've let it dry, the inside of your box will now look absolutely gross. Oh, look at that. And I'm afraid it's about to get even worse because now you need to make an eyeball. So get a ball, a craft ball, or you could use a white scrunched up piece of paper and you need to paint an eye on it. So there's the black pupil with the coloured iris.
Ugh. Now it's time for another gory bit, my favourite part. And we're going to make the entrails and the red part to go at the back of the eyeball. For this, you're going to need some strips of tissue paper like these. You just need to sort of twist them together until you've got a few, which makes it nice and strong. Then it's just a case of dunking them into some of that red, gory paint and glue mixture and just sort of drag it across the tissue paper. Let's dunk it in. Get loads on here. You don't have to be too neat because the more mess, the more fun. Just sort of wedge it onto the back of the eye and pinch it on and just stretch out that bit so it looks like a horrible tendril.
It's gross.
And then, using your fingerprint, put some marks on the back of the eye as well. And that just makes it look even more disgusting. Perfect.
And when it's dried, it should look like this. Oh, lovely. Yeah, and then you need to attach a spring, which you can buy from DIY shops, to the bottom. Use tape or glue to do that and fix the other end of the spring inside your box. And your gift is complete. All lovely on the outside and horrible on the inside. Ooh.
Aye, aye. And you can make other gifts with different pop-out surprises. What about this one?
Oh, wait for it.
Oh! Imagine trying to wash that one down your sink.
Oh, how about this one? All nice on the outside, dare we, Tim? Oh, actually, not quite so nasty on the inside. So why not have a go at making someone a lovely homemade gift?
They'll make their eyes pop out when they open it.
So, if you want to give someone the fright of their life, take a box with a lid and make the outside look absolutely delightful using wrapping paper. You could even add a pretty bow. Then make the inside nasty by painting it black. To make the blood and gore to go inside the box, you need stuff like string, tissue paper and cotton wool bits. Mix some PVA glue with red paint, about half and half. Then pick up some of the bits and stir them in with a paintbrush and splat them into the side of the box. When you've done enough, let it dry and the inside will now look disgusting. For the eye, take a ball and draw or paint on a pupil and iris. To make the entrails and tendrils, take some lengths of tissue and dip them into the gluey red mix again. Squeeze out the excess a bit and kind of wrap them around the back of the eyeball and twist so some bits keep dangling. When that's dry, attach a spring to the eyeball. Then attach the other end of the spring to the inside of the box and your lovely gift is complete.
This is Makeover Fingertips, the part of the programme where we show you how to make something by recycling stuff you'll probably find lying around your home. So, what about this lot? Some lolly sticks, a CD case and some fun foam. Well, with a little bit of fingertips know-how, I'm going to show you how to turn these into one of these, a fabulous fingertips CD case frame. Great, isn't it? And we give the CD case frame a fingertips difficulty rating of 1. Nice and easy. So give it a go. Draw around your CD case onto some fun foam. If you haven't got any foam, you could always use some brightly coloured card. Just use a pen or a pencil for this, and don't worry, you don't have to be too precise. Next, cut this out and glue it to the back of the empty case. Next, draw around a CD on some more foam and cut that out. And then stick this inside the case where the CD would normally live. Now, cut out some strips of foam and glue them all around the sides of the front of the case to neaten it up. For a finishing touch, stick lolly sticks to the front of the case. You can use all-purpose glue for this or double-sided tape. And these are great because you can buy packs of these multicoloured lolly sticks in craft shops and big stationers really cheaply. Just arrange them around the outside edge of the front of the CD case to make it look really frame-like. Now to finish off your frame, stick on some fun foam shapes. We're going to use these stars. And once you've finished, just slip in your photograph and you'll have something like this, a really unique photo frame, a compact way to store your photographs. And of course, there are all sorts of different designs that you can try. Just take a look at these. How about this groovy green frame with floral and butterfly cutouts? Or this pink pipe cleaner frame with pink fluff? Or this space frame with intergalactic edging, star-studded fabric and fun foam rocket, Saturn and comet? So why not get your fingertips on some CD cases and make your very own fingertips CD case frames? Got a minute?
Because this is the part of the programme where we show you something to make in under a minute using odds and ends that you find around the house.
Today it's my turn to make.
And it's my turn to time.
And this is all it takes.
Odd collection of bits and bobs there. Now, we're not going to tell you what it is, so see if you can guess as Tim makes it. Are you ready?
I am, and I'm really going to bathe in the glory of this minute make. Otherwise, I might get that awful sinking feeling.
Oh, dear. Clues flying around all over the place.
Certainly are.
OK, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Take it away.
First, you need a ball of oven-baked clay, like so, and a wooden skewer. I'm going to put that right the way through the ball of oven-baked clay and just give it a little wiggle like that to make the hole a little bit bigger. Right, now you need an old bath plug. And you need to make sure that the chain fits down through your hole, so it should be able to slide all the way down.
Not like that.
To the plug
21
like that.
seconds.
That's perfect. I'm going to take it back off and put the plug to one side for a little while. Now I'm going to roll another little ball of oven-baked clay into...
We've just got half a minute left.
A sausage shape, like this. And I'm going to use the wooden skewer to cut once, twice, 3 times. So I've got 4 little...
20 seconds to go.
Well, I call them legs. They don't really look much like legs at the moment. One goes on there, another one on here.
OK, you've got 15... Oh, under 15 seconds now.
Yeah, another one on there.
That's 10.
Finally one on there.
9.
Now all I need There's a couple of
7,
googly
6,
eyes.
5,
Stick on there.
4,
And
3,
stop the
2.
clock.
58 seconds.
Ooh, that was
for you.
a close call.
Well done. What is it?
Well, of course, now I just need to bake it according to the instructions on the packet. And when that's done, it will be rock hard like this one. And then, of course, you can thread it back onto your bath plug, like so. And you've got your very own personalised fingertips plug bug.
That's amazing. What a brilliant idea.
And they're great, aren't they? You can make all sorts of bath time buddies. Just have a look at these over here. We've got a crazy crab, a cute alligator, or what about this pink and purple alien? They're great, aren't they? So why not get yourself some oven-baked clay and make your very own fingertips plug bug?
In under a minute. This is Fun Fingertips, the part of the programme where we show you something that's fun to make and fun to play.
Yes! This is our marble mammal game. Stand at a distance with your marbles and as many mates as you like, and flick your marbles towards the holes between the animal's legs. If you miss, no score. But if you get through a hole, you score. Then at the end of the game, you can lift it up to retrieve your marbles.
Each hole is worth a certain amount of points, so keep a tally, add up the scores at the end to see who's won. Oh, what a shame, it's me.
As usual.
Ooh, get in. And we give marble mammals a fingertips difficulty rating of 1. Marvellous.
Start with a cereal box and tape all the various flaps shut. Now cut one long panel out, along with the front panel, but put this to one side as you're going to need it a bit later on. You should be left with something a bit like this. Now you need to paint the remainder of your box, and you may need to give it a couple of layers of paint. I've gone for this nice green colour. This is going to be your marble catcher.
On the leftover front panel of cards, you need to draw some marble holes along the bottom. About 5 or 6 of these will be good. And draw them just a few centimetres apart, like this. You don't need to be too neat or accurate, but obviously they need to be big enough to fit a marble through each one fairly easily. And these little archways are going to become the gaps between your creature's legs.
Time to get creative. Just draw one animal around each of the archways, making sure that its front legs go either side of these shapes. So you'll end up with something like this. As you can see, we've done a horse, a sheep, a chicken, a pig, and a cow. But of course, you can do any animals you like.
Next, cut around the tops of the animals and also cut out these little marble archways and paint it all. And you can also add some extra detail with a pen. Looking very funny. All you have to do now is place this piece in front of your marble catcher in this position and tape the two together.
When the two are securely fixed, you can add some extra details like some scores and even this barn and haystack.
Or how about going on safari? This one looks brilliant with an added background, complete with foam rocks and bushes.
Or what about using 2 cereal boxes and doubling the length of everything? Perfect for the Fingertips footy team.
Right, fancy a game, Tim?
Yeah, bring it on.
Come on then. Cool, get rolling.
Yes! He shoots, he scores!
Oh!
And another.
Oh,
What's up with you?
I think I'm losing my marbles.
Well, that's it for today.
Don't forget to check out the Fingertips website. The address is on the screen now.
And we'll see you again very soon for more Fingertips. Bye!